And Midas really needs to get some troops around here to take care of this Reaver. He's just going to get a ton of SCV kills with this thing. See Midas putting up more turrets, but taking out a couple SCVs here. That Zealot is warding off and keeping the tank fire on the Zealot instead of the Reaver, which was a very good play there. See BeSt getting a ton of gateways here. It looks like he is thinking about possibly pushing through those, going back to work on those eggs and push through with a force. Let's see what he's going to do with this Reaver. Looks like Midas is getting scan up finally here. And BeSt is kind of retreating with the shuttle at the moment. There is an observer getting caught by a turret, but he's not going to quite die there. You see a lot of barracks pumping for Midas, so Midas going for kind of a strange build here. You usually see Terran go a lot of mech and not many Marines against Protoss. Well, let's see if this works out for him. There is the Citadel of Adun up, so we could be seeing some Dark Templars shortly, or BeSt could be taking up to Arbiters again. BeSt is breaking through a different way now, and he's still got the shuttle in play. Yeah, Midas is actually going for a medic and marine group here. Maybe trying to throw BeSt off guard, move out with a bunch of tanks and a bunch of medic and marines. Very interesting play, a lot of barracks, whole lot of barracks. But BeSt is making his move right now, so I'm not sure if Midas is going to be prepared for this. Midas is thinking about moving out himself, but okay, Midas is moving out now. Probably the best time to do it because BeSt is about to attack here. Those tanks are siege, but the Reaver is going to be able to get a few pot shots off, and oh, tons of tanks being taken out. He's got to move the medics and marines in very quickly there. Looks like he's able to ward off that attack, but he lost a lot of tanks in the process. And now there are a bunch of Zealots coming down with more Dragoons, and that Reaver is still alive in the shuttle, so this is going to be very hard for Midas to fend off with that Reaver in play. Looks like he's sieging and he's scanning, being a bit paranoid there. Each player has broken through the eggs though, so the middle is open for fighting here. BeSt is waiting for a few more Zealots before he pushes up here. He has a ton of gateways up, so he's going primarily for Dragoons and Zealots. Yeah, lots and lots of gateways. Looks like he isn't taking up to Dark Templar or anything soon. He went for Zealot leg with that Citadel of Adun, and now he's pushing up. All of these tanks are going to get taken down by these Zealots. BeSt just annihilating Midas's troops. 2 Reavers go down. That's a pretty big blow, but Midas doesn't have anything left. I think all of his troops are up there, and you see SCVs coming up to repair a tank that just died. So Midas has got to be sweating now. I don't see a way for him to really get back in this. You see he's got a ton of medic marines here. Those are very maneuverable, and those will probably help him against this troop, but this is a very strange play from him. I think he probably should have gone more for Goliaths and tanks than this medic marine force. He is still trying to push up here, trying to get somewhat of a contain on here. He's putting up the bunker, but that bunker's probably going to go down by a Reaver Scarab. Well, maybe not. BeSt is laying low here, kind of letting Midas set up this contain. Let's see what BeSt is going to do here. You see Midas is kind of looping around. He should probably get some troops in that bunker soon, because BeSt has a lot of High Templar out now, so he's going to be able to storm those medics and marines forces very easily. Those medic and marines are going to go down very quickly, as well as the tanks. Storms are very good against tanks as well. You see a ton of bunkers here, but this is just being smashed by BeSt. BeSt is coming in with his speed upgraded Zealot. Storm everywhere. I expect a lot more storms here in a second. Storms all over the tanks, all over the marines, and Midas just being outplayed here. I think Midas is out of his league here. He is not playing up to his full potential. And BeSt definitely is. Midas putting up a little bit of a defense there. Going to be able to push BeSt back for now. But I think this game is in BeSt's favor now. You see BeSt has taken another base over there at the 3 o'clock position. And yeah, things not looking good for Midas at all. See, BeSt is firmly defended there in his base. He's got cannons everywhere. He's got Reavers on the defense. There are Archons there with the Dragoons. Those Archons are going to be make mincemeat out of the Medic and Marine forces that I'm sure that Midas is still committing to. Yes, he has that many barracks, and when you have that many barracks, you have to commit to Medic and Marine. You see, he's putting up more of a defensive game now, which could really hurt him, because BeSt is taking this opportunity to expand everywhere on the map. And here come the Reavers. It looks like BeSt is going to try for some more Reaver harassment here. He might meet a turret here, 2 turrets. BeSt playing very well there. Was able to spot that turret and get out just in time. And now BeSt is moving out, it looks like. This could be the final blow, because BeSt has such a well-rounded force here. He doesn't have Arbiters yet, but he's pretty much got everything else he needs to defeat this defense. And here comes BeSt. He's going to try to pour down here and break through all of these bunkers, and probably going to be successful with all these Zealots. These Zealots are just annihilating these bunkers. The Archons, Storms, everywhere. Midas is out of his league. He cannot compete with BeSt, not in this match, and he couldn't compete with him in the last match. I think BeSt is definitely going to win this game. You see the force of Midas just being slaughtered. I expect a GG pretty shortly from him, because after this force goes down, he's not going to have anything. Yeah, GG from Midas. You see Midas still smiling. I'm not sure what's up with him, if he's just a really nice guy and doesn't mind losing, or if he's just such good friends with BeSt. It looks like BeSt is going over to Midas's booth, and maybe these guys are good friends. I think they are. BeSt is going to have to help him get out of there. Yeah, these guys are great friends, so yeah, Midas isn't taking that loss too personally. So that's good to see, especially with BeSt. I mean, I've seen BeSt do a lot of stupid ceremonies against his opponents, which has made me kind of like him a little bit less than I should. But yeah, BeSt very deserving of moving on here. Just a better player than Midas overall. A lot of people were predicting Flash versus BeSt in the finals, and I'm not going to run that Flash versus GG play match for you. But yeah. So this has been Nuke signing off.